Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. You already know what it is. It's Marshayla Monique. And welcome back, y'all. I feel like I've been going for so long. It's been like 12 days after I posted my apartment tour, and then I took a Monday off because I just got overwhelmed. But you're probably seeing this on Valentine's Day. Everybody say Valentine's and Valentine's. I don't know what it is. But happy Valentine's Day if you're seeing this. I'm hoping that you had a great day. Also keep in mind that Valentine's Day isn't just for people that are in relationships and stuff like that. You can literally show anyone around you that you got love for them or that you care about them. It does not have to be anything that has to do with relationships. Just really just showing people that you care about them and you see them. You know what I mean? So don't feel pressured if you don't have a Valentine. Girl, it is not even that deep. Also, as I've been doing in every single video, thank y'all so much for the love and support. My most popular video is 1,000 views away from 10K, so I'm super excited, and I know I'm going to hit that as soon as possible, probably next week. And then also on my apartment tour, y'all are about to have that at 1K, so y'all, I'm so close to getting monetized. So I just want to thank y'all so much. A few people actually have messaged me recently about my apartment tour video and also about my apartment tips video. So I really appreciate y'all. I responded to y'all, like super cool people, and a lot of people were saying that I'm like an underrated channel, and like that's fine. Like I get it, like we all gotta start somewhere, so I'm really just trusting my process. So yeah, just thank y'all so much as always. I did get so excited thinking about being monetized because I'm really taking off after that. But anyways, let's get into today's video. I just wanted to come on here and talk about a few things. I was going to talk about like transitioning in life, but that really didn't resonate with me anymore. It was weighing heavy on my heart. That's why I was going to post it last week, but it just didn't go as planned. So I just wanted to talk about a few things regarding like life after college and kind of like life in general. Y'all know when I give y'all tips, like I really don't sugarcoat anything. I keep it what it is. I tell you what it is. And most of these things that I know are things that I've learned on my own because I wasn't raised in a household where it was like, this is how you do this is how you do that. I just learned, and I'm the oldest girl, so there's a lot of things that I learned that I pass on down to my younger siblings and my brother sometimes, because we ain't about to get into that. But anyways, for the people that do go to college, or if you're in your junior year, senior year of college, or if you're still in high school, these tips are perfect for you. It's really stuff that I learned on the way and things that are kind of essential in being successful with transitioning into the real life after. So also, let me keep in mind that I did graduate in the pandemic. It is still a pandemic. Let me not sit here and downplay it, but like I graduated in the midst of a pandemic, so I didn't really get to have your regular senior year of college. Like it was like lockdown type vibes, and I got to graduate virtually. But in that time, I still did appreciate that, and also it gave me some realization of what life was really going to be like, because I felt like I was kind of just like thrown out into the wolves and like figure it out. Lost all of my internships, all of my motivation to even go back and get my master's or go to law school, so that sucked. But honestly, y'all, I wouldn't change it for anything. So yeah, the biggest thing that people get nervous with is searching for jobs after college, and specifically searching for jobs that are exactly what you study. And the honest truth about college is, I'm not going to say that it's a scam, but I am going to say that it is very rare that you hop out of college and you hop into a job that has the exact same thing to do with your major. That is very rare. Most of the time when that happens, people either get lucky or they did an internship and that company offered them the position right after they graduated. But don't be discouraged by that, but also have a realization that that is not going to happen for everyone, and that's probably that it might not be your process. So my biggest advice for that is, for one, if you don't have a LinkedIn, make a LinkedIn. You can also check out my LinkedIn right here as well, because I post on there frequently as well, just from my professional side. But make a LinkedIn, make sure your profile is updated, make sure that you're connecting with people. And that's another thing as well, like on LinkedIn, you're able to connect with people. With LinkedIn, you're able to connect with people in and out of your network. So what I mean by that is, like, within your network would be people that are probably studying the same things as you, people that are getting the same degree as you, or people that have the same jobs as you, whatever it is. But you also want to expand yourself out to people that you wouldn't usually collaborate with. And honestly, like with networking, it's all about who you know. So you never know, someone that you may run into on LinkedIn may get you a job in a few years that offers you 6 figures. You don't know. So you just want to connect with everyone on there. Also make sure you post on there frequently. I kind of treat it like my social media. Not too much, but like I treat it like social media to the point where there's a lot of beneficial things on there. There's a lot of inspirational quotes on there. There's a lot of updates about what's going on in the world on there. There's a lot of job openings on there, obviously, opportunities to still internship even while you're in a full-time job, and events around the city as well and out of the city. So you see a lot of different things on there. So definitely make sure your LinkedIn is up to date. There is also an option on LinkedIn where you can put open to work. I don't know if that's like new, but I remember I had did it when I had graduated, and I was just like, when I graduated college, I think I was literally, I got my first like big girl job maybe 4 days before I even graduated college, and it literally had nothing to do with nothing that I ever studied in my life. But before that, I was working at a coffee shop and making $12 an hour. Keep in mind, at the time I was 20, how old was I? 23 going on 24. So I was working for $12 an hour at a coffee shop with a degree coming soon. So don't be discouraged if you're still working at the job that you had from high school. Don't be discouraged if you're making less than $15. Don't be discouraged at all. It's all within your process. But when I did land my first 9-to-5 big girl job straight out of college, I was literally on LinkedIn. I made myself open to work, and recruiters on there work very hard. You think that the devil works hard? The recruiters on LinkedIn work harder, okay? So I was getting messages all the time. A lot of them seemed like scams. I was still kind of new to the LinkedIn world. I didn't really know much about it, but I came across this company, and it was the way that they word. Pay attention to wording as well, because a lot of positions will make it seem like it's something that it's not. But this company seemed legit, I guess. It seemed like I was going to be in charge of organizing customer information. I'm like, okay, work from home, still pandemic. I'm like, all right, cool, girl. And ended up being a sales job, which y'all probably heard me previously talk about how I was like super depressed about that job and like whatever. I was really just trying to get by. And honestly, y'all, when I read the description of the job from the jump, I did not qualify for this job. When I read the things on it, it was foreign to me. The qualifications were foreign to me. But what I had actually did was Googled my ass off. So I made myself qualified for that job. And that's also something that you should do as well. Just be confident. If it's a job that you feel like you don't qualify for, but you really want it and you love what the company stands on, make yourself qualify for that job. Make yourself qualify for that job. And honestly, I'm not saying be a fake person, but fake it until you make it, okay? Like, so that's basically what I did, and like I had everything written down and planned out on like what was going to happen in the interview. And luckily the recruiter kind of prepared me for what I was going to be asked in the interview, so I kind of already knew what to say. But again, still very nervous even going into it, but with confidence and with believing in myself, I ended up getting the job and getting into the work world. Coming from working at a small coffee shop was very difficult. That transition was difficult as well. Working from home was difficult as well. Working with a group of people that were super professional and weren't like in the last year of their college, still blacking out on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It was difficult to adapt to it. I felt super out of place. I felt stupid. I felt like I shouldn't have been there. But everything happens for a reason, and from that job I was able to land in a position that I'm in now, which is a great company. I love my job right now. Still working from home. I'm actually on the clock right now, but I'm on break. So yeah, you really like, it's like a stepping stool. You have to start somewhere. You're not going to start at the top. If everybody started at the top, the world would be in chaos and it just wouldn't make any sense. You have to work your way up. And even in the company that I'm in right now, I'm working my way up because there's a position that I want, but I have to start somewhere first. I have to learn everything within the company in order for me to move up. And like, that's just is what it is. Like, I'm not pressed about it. So yeah, get yourself out there, network, step outside of your comfort zone, which is very hard. I struggle with it too as well. I still struggle with it. And yeah, just be confident and add me on LinkedIn. Like, I can help you out with your profile. So yeah, that's one big takeaway from life after college, mostly the big one. But I also want to talk a little bit briefly on moving after college, because like, of course, we're living in dorm, living on campus, or we're living in like apartments and stuff like that. But like, it's okay to move back to your parents' house. land your first job, save up, and move out. And literally I don't even want to touch too much on that, because you can also go back to my apartment tips video, which is very beneficial for if you're moving out of your parents' house or transitioning from college, making sure that you're saving up a good amount of money, making sure that you're taking advantage of smaller stores like Dollar General, Dollar Tree, making sure that you get the biggest bang for your buck, and making sure that you just put yourself in a safe position when it comes to living on your own back in the city. So yeah, the next thing I wanted to touch on with life after college is dating. So dating in college was a little bit different, not too much, because it's like we're all mingling out at parties and stuff like that, like meeting people in class and on campus and stuff like that. It's a kind of like the same out here, but not really the same kind of network, I guess. So we're not blacking out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays anymore and like being at the bar all the time. Like, we're gonna run into people at happy hour. I mean, there's still clubs and stuff that I go to, but like it's just like you have to approach situations a little bit differently and like kind of mature yourself a little bit. And me, I'm 25, like I really try to set my intentions in situations. I'm not really the best at it, honestly. I'm not really the best person to get dating advice from either, and it's like making me a little bit anxious because I'm not the greatest at it. I'm actually failing. But it is a little bit of a different network, because like a lot of the people that I met through college, like dating wise, which was very brief, it was like parties and stuff, and they didn't even go to the college, and like they like lived down in the city, and like they didn't really have much going on for them in their life. But like the people that you're meeting now have jobs, cribs, apartments. I hope it's just a more mature battlefield out here. But like regardless, people are going to be people are going to pretend to be somebody that they're not. Like, also be aware of that. The dating scene doesn't really change too much based on like personality wise, but schedules change, making time for dates changes a little bit, because college is kind of just like, it is what it is. Like every day is every day. And then lastly, I just wanted to touch briefly on time management, which is something that I struggle with very badly, which is why I have this back here to try to help me out. But time management, like in college, like we had a little bit of structure, but not like too much structure. Again, every day was really just every day for us. Like we had class and stuff like that, and if you didn't have a job like in college, like you're really just trying to find out where the vibes are. And then like obviously we're partying every single weekend, we're partying during the week, we live with people, like there's always kind of like something to do. There's events on campus, there's football games, basketball games, this, that, and the third. And there's really no like real structure. Like you can do anything on your own time. But adult life isn't really like that. Like you have to pick up a hobby or something, or you're gonna be bored, like going out and making friends and like traveling and stuff like that. I really struggle because like it's like I work my job and then I get off and I'm just like, okay, what? Like of course I really like YouTube and create content and stuff like that, but like I couldn't imagine what I'd really do without that. Like you have to have a hobby. Like you have to have a hobby. You gotta have something that like keeps you some type of structure. If that's like working out, doing yoga, babysitting, I don't know, pick up a part-time job, work at a bar, I don't know, something. Like you really just want to try to have structure, but also make sure that what your structure is gonna make you successful in the future as well. Like right now I'm trying to work on like building financial stability more, so I'm trying to like stay in the house a little bit more, which is so tough for me. Y'all know it's so tough for me, but I'm just trying to be wise with my time, because I feel like working a 9 to 5, I feel like my day kind of gets away from me and I'm usually exhausted. But again, like I lose that structure. I was like, Marshayla, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do. You can write it down, you can put it in your notes, you can do whatever you need to do to make sure that you are like complacent with where you're at and just like know where you're going. You know what your schedule wants to be like and things of that matter. It's very difficult. I'm still learning as well, but like I know like my transition from college into like real adult life was hard, because I'm just like, oh, like whatever, I could do whatever I want whenever I want. And then like now I'm like I'm still trying to do whatever I want whenever I want, and I forget to pay a bill, or I forget to do this, or forget to run this errand. So I'm trying to get myself into like a groove of having that structure and being a real responsible adult, because I'm not that responsible. I love that everybody looks up to me, but I'm not that responsible. I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
Okay, so yeah, pretty much that's all that I have for y'all. I wanted to keep this short and brief. and hopefully this is helpful. I know y'all do love my tips because like I said, I don't sugarcoat a thing. I keep it real, I keep it raw, and I'll really let you know what's up. So with that being said, happy Valentine's Day. I love all of y'all, and I know y'all love me. So enjoy your day. If you are alone, it is okay. Go take yourself out on a date. Go grab a drink. Go buy yourself some candles. Go do something, girl. Go get your nails done. Go get your toes done. Do something. Do not sit in the house and be sad, and do not be on the internet and being sad. I don't have a Valentine, but I do love everything about love, so I am going to be seeing what people are doing on Instagram. There's probably going to be some proposals, some baby announcements, some decorated hotels, the whole nine. I love seeing it. I love seeing people being in love. Is so pure, it's so blissful, and it's just so like, I just love it, pretty much. And I also have an anniversary birthday because of Valentine's, so period. You already know what it is, and you already know what it ain't, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
On my empty mind, you sit. I just even